What is up, guys? It is Coach Prescott. So for this first video that I'm ever doing on this channel, I wanted to make something fun. So the video that we're going to be watching is a fight reaction from StreetBeefs. And now I know what you might be thinking. Why is StreetBeefs so special? Well, there are a couple of reasons. Number one, I grew up watching StreetBeefs all the time. I loved it. But two, that has nothing to do with this, is that this fight specifically, my friend was in. My coworker slash very close brother of mine. So you're going to get to see him fight. Now, I wanted to break this video down specifically because the first reaction video I ever did for coaching was on him. So I would love to recreate the video and just re-react to it. So we're going to see how this goes. And I think it's a really fun tribute because he's one of the people that encouraged me to get back into coaching. So we're going to try it. We're going to react to it. And yeah, I mean, here we go. Here's the video. We're going to hit play and we're going to get to watch the video and we're going to do a live reaction. And I'll try not to pause too much.
My name is Luke, man. I'm 155.
So we got Luke right here.
I'm 5'11", and
5'11", 155.
I'm hoping to win.
I don't know this guy, but the next person you're gonna see, I know.
This is Shifu J. I'm from Glen Cove, New York. I'm just here for my students and all my loved ones who support me all the way. I'm gonna leave everything here in the cage today.
Yeah.
Round one.
Yeah. So automatically, people in the comments were like, "Well, I heard coach. I mean, I heard students, and I knew he was gonna win." Oh, I heard this. Blah blah blah. This is an unfair matchup. You don't know what you're getting into when you go into these types of things. So I don't want to hear unfair, because you honestly just don't know. So don't jump the gun too much.
Let's work.
All right, here we go. We touch gloves. Here we go. Nice little circle around. Nice little jab. Immediately you see a little bit more of a high / long guard, and over here you just kind of see a low guard. And based off the two of these, he's the two of them both, you know, they're just kind of getting it ready. They're warming up. Now, here's the problem already. This guy, Luke, dropped his arm to block that kick. This was a very avoidable kick. I just want you guys to watch this again real quick. So, Jay, who's in the blue, you see this kicking from a mile away. He doesn't just take his hand, he doesn't just take his kick and go whoosh and kick it. He takes his whole hand and goes, all right, ready for the kick, and then kicks. So he kind of loaded that one up a little bit. Again, as you see, if he would have faked the kick, his arm would go down. He could go straight for the head again, right over here. So automatically, that would be something I'd clock. You go, oh, great, I kicked. You put your hand down. I'm going to maybe do one more kick, see if you do it again. Be like, damn, I can't believe you're blocking it. And then I'm going to throw one more kick, and then I'm going to pretend to throw a kick. I'm going to feint it, and then we'll go straight for your chin. Because look at the way his body is, too. He's leaning forward a little bit. So the way he's kind of curved. So have that kick. He lands. He goes into a little bit of a southpaw. He gets it back into a regular. They're going. All right. Nice little inside kick. All right. Another nice little kick. All right. There we go. Little trades. All right. So we're getting a little bit of trades. We're getting a little bit of walk around right now. Nothing crazy is happening yet. There we go. Wow, nice little Superman punch. Which one lands? What is this? Oh, volume. I was like, what am I adjusting? Let's watch that Superman punch again. It looks like he connected it a little bit. Maybe he did a smidge bit as well. It just kind of traded it. Oh, all right. Nice kick. I think in this situation, you got a couple options, right? He goes for his teep. You can take a step back and, you know, you kind of move back for the teep and then you move back in as he's trying to land. Or what he did was grab it, right? Now he's in a good position. He doesn't have to worry about getting hit. He doesn't really have to worry about any of that. He can kind of kick out the leg right here. He can just he can go to grab it with his other hand too. Unfortunately, this left hand, which is he put it towards the outside. That left hand would have to be more towards the inside. That way he can grab it like this, and then he can throw him to the wall. He could throw him to the floor and try to ground and pound. But he has it out to the side like this. So you're really limited until he pulls it that way towards the fence. So once he pulls it like that way towards the fence, then he'd be screwed. He could also, if he wanted to be fancy, just kind of throw this leg out this way, loosen it, take this back heel, and do like a spinning back heel. But yeah, Jay decides to answer. Wow, okay. He decides to answer with a nice body kick. So it landed beautifully. It was a little bit hard to continue from there because they both kind of backed off, and Jay didn't really land perfectly either, so it's a little bit harder. But not bad. We got good hits, we got good shots, and you could tell that Luke definitely felt that. Already, I don't like this really wide stance from his legs. That's just nervousness. He's trying to ground himself a lot. A lot of new fighters will widen their stance a lot because they want to ground themselves and get lower at the same time, but they don't want to get lower and risk their balance. He's also leaning forward into it, so if he could definitely reach with his arms right here. You have this and this length, so he could definitely reach him with his arms. You just got to kind of lean into it, especially with his jab. Yeah, so Luke kind of just, he threw across out of nervousness. And immediately a two-handed block, which I'm not a fan of. Two hands come out. That's not, I mean, for the position, yeah. And for how he is, he can't really follow up with that. If he stepped with his back foot with that cross, knowing he did this, he could have followed up with the hook. But he kind of put both of his hands out and leaned back. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of the double hand block. Because Luke, if he would have stepped with his right foot, instead of just throwing it and leaning all the way forward like this, he could have taken it. And if he would have punched and stepped forward with it, he would have been, boom, perfect lineup. Get a hook straight across. But unfortunately, he didn't. Or at least, I should say fortunately, because of course I'm rooting for my homie. But yeah, no two hands. It worked out this time. It probably wouldn't work out the next time. Oh, he went for it. He missed, and Luke answered with a hook. And Luke looked really good right there. Let's look at this. Missed. At that point, you just kind of got to reset. He missed it. Looked like he lost his balance a little bit. Immediately put his head down. Luke answered with that hook. Cracked him. Look at his stance. Look at his stance right here. That's like a dominant stance. That looks good. But Chifu J ate that. Little walk around up against the fence. Nice hits. Nice hits. All right, that little single leg takedown only won't work right here. So right here, you want a knee. You want a knee right there. And you want to get that right knee up because of where this arm is. This arm's a little bit lower, so he could potentially block it. Take this right knee and just boof. But that doesn't happen. Another opportunity here. I think he did knee right there. That's what it looks like. And then the single leg takedown from this position. I mean, Luke's legs are kind of bent, but his body's leaning forward, so he's not going to fall backwards as easily. Especially also seeing that now Jay's leg, this one is making him lean back, and this one leg is coming through. So he's not really going to get that. He can't just put his leg behind, kick it, and lean forward, because now he's throwing himself off balance. He's got to ground his feet, and realistically, you want to try to throw over your hip. Once your legs are planted, you can throw over your hip. You could throw anybody. Like, it doesn't matter what weight they are. You could probably get a good throw on somebody who's almost double your weight. Like, I'm 120 pounds. If I took somebody who was 200 pounds, I could probably throw them over my hip if my feet are planted and I have them in a good position. Similar to like this, if I could get them. But then I plant my foot, bam, hip. They're going to go to the floor. Easily. I guess it's not that hard. It's just all about momentum, and it's all about the physics as to where your body is. Yeah, so he does not get down at all. So we see right here. See, I told you. Bam. Immediately look at the position Luke is in because he was focused on pushing back. Look at that. He's pushing. He's right now he's pulling. More so. He's pulling a little bit with his legs and trying to push with his arms. And then he's pulling with his arms and pushing with his legs. He's back and forth. And now look where this changes. That leg didn't work, but he kept his feet close. which allowed, once he moved, what happens here is now he's trying to disconnect Luke, and that allows him to just kind of slip through and no, great. He doesn't have my neck. He doesn't have anything. Right here. Look at the bot. You already see it coming. Boom! Yeah, so now he's just grabbing for his head. Luke is grabbing for his dear life. Yeah, he's like, can I punch the face? Can I punch the face? Yeah, he told me about that when I saw him at work. It was kind of like the adrenaline and nerves of like, I'm on the floor. I know there's specific rules for the backyard fights. I can punch him in the face, right? Now he's got a hit. Now he's got to go for a full mount. Oh, wow, right? He goes for the full mount. Luke brings his leg up. That's not bad, but he gets turned instead. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Nothing you can do at that point. Something about this right here. I just want to make a little comment. So in Street Beefs, you cannot do a vertical elbow. That is too dangerous. If you have somebody on the floor to do a vertical elbow, like you could literally kill them like that. If you don't kill them, you're gonna cause serious damage. So Street Beefs does not allow for that to happen. So that's why you see right here, he throws that hook, he gets beautifully. He brings up his arm like he's gonna do it, and then he shakes his head no. Because he's like, I can't do that. But he realizes in that moment, he's like, killer instinct. Like, I just got, boom. That would end it right there.
Show me something.
And now you're hearing the ref, show me something, show me something. And there's nothing to show.
That's it.
Yeah. And so that's basically the fight. They award him the winner. We'll show that. Let me show that. So yeah, they had it. It was a good fight, and you could just tell Luke was very nervous and he wasn't confident in his throws, and Jay was overconfident with some that spinning back kick and
Thank you guys for letting me be here. Shout out Autism Awareness Month. I'm wearing blue. You know, this is great. First time. Thank you all.
Hey, raise your hand real quick. Good fight.
Thank you.
yeah. But basically, to give a little overview of the fight, he starts off very strong with just controlling the center. My boy Jay, the one whose head you see right here, right here. Woo! He starts off controlling the center. They're going. He's throwing little blows here and there. They're both just trying to get their shots in. They get a really fun little exchange with Superman punches in the middle. That look like they both kind of land, kind of don't. Iffy punches. But realistically, then at the end of the whole thing, or towards the middle, you know, Luke gets a couple of good single shots, but throughout the entire fight, it was mainly just one little quick exchange, and then there was, all right, great, we're gonna disconnect or we're gonna move around for a minute. Throughout the entire fight, you see Luke, his demeanor is a little bit nervous. He's not really confident in the things that he's doing, and that's okay if it's especially if it's his first fight. Shifu Jay, on the other hand, he was overly confident on moments where it looked like he was mainly just trying to have fun, which is not a bad thing at all. That was really good for him. But there were a lot of other parts where he dominated completely, where he would throw different punches and kicks and small little combos here and there that just allowed him to dominate overall. So overall, this was a really good fight. It's a fun one to watch. Friendly. Everything about it is good. Shout out to my boy Shifu Jay. I am so happy that he did this. I love seeing all the people he's coaching and teaching. He's doing such a phenomenal job, not just teaching people, but changing lives, changing communities, changing people's hearts. And so as a coach, that is one of the things that I absolutely love and adore, is that I love seeing people, you know, changing lives, changing communities through whatever works and whatever means there. It does not have to be coaching, but it could be other avenues. So Coach Prescott is out. I am so happy you guys were able to watch this whole video. If you got to this point, comment hashtag pineapple let's see how many people made it to the end, and we're gonna hopefully have another video up very soon. I'm very excited. I have a lot of videos lined up. If you have any suggestions for videos you want me to watch, put the title of them below. I will copy paste it into YouTube and it should come right up. So have an amazing night, a day. I don't know where you are in this world or when you're watching this. Wherever you are, have a good one. Take care and peace.